Hello, welcome back to the fifth video in this cross stitch tutorial series, and this time we're going to do the French knots. So it's going to be a super quick little demonstration because they are far easier than people think they are. So I hope the way I do them will be easy for you. It's the easiest way I've found. So the French knots we are doing, if you look on your pattern, is indicated by these spots here and here. And so when we look at our chart, it's just here under the French knots, and there's some other French knots just with one strand there. So we've got one strand French knots where the yellow is, and then the red French knots have got the French dots, and that's 6 strands on there. So I've already threaded my needle up with the 6 strands there. And so we're going to connect it at the back and then start our French knots. As always, we use the chart to see where they are and to use count to see where we need to put them. So I'm going to find out where this one needs to be. So it is just... So I'm just coming up this hole here for the first one. So literally bring your thread through. I shall move the camera. I'm not going to have enough hands for this. So we want to have your needle there, and then we're going to wrap once, twice, put your needle back in that same spot that you pulled it up from, and pull this one and slide that down, those wraps down to the base there, and then hold that with your nail. It'll be easier for you because you're not working around a camera, and then pull that through the other side. This may be a little bit stiff because you've got 6 strands here. So pull that through there very gently, and that will make a knot, and that is a French knot. So I shall see where the next one is, and the next one is just next to it. So I'm going to pull my needle up through there all the way. I'm going to hold it on this side, put my needle underneath, trying to do it so it's the best way for you to see. Put my needle underneath, wrap once, wrap twice, oops, and then put your needle back where you came up, pull this one so that it slides down to the base of the needle, and then holding it, that little knot that is wraps, with your thumbnail, pull it through gently, and you will have another French knot. And that is how you do French knots. So I'll just do one more just in case the camera didn't pick it up too clearly. So this one I'm going to go above. So I'll come up there, pulling all the way through, hold the thread tight on this side, needle underneath, 1, 2, hold on to this thread tightly so you've got control of it, put it back into the same hole and pull it so it slides down to the base of the needle. Put your thumbnail on there and pull it through the back. And it's stuck. I've got it. Because we've got 3 threads, there's a lot of threads there. So yeah, you might have to manhandle it a little bit, but yeah, just pull it through all the way through, and just be a gentle tug so you don't pull it. The thing that goes wrong with some French knots is you pull it and then it goes straight through to the back and you've actually lost it. But that is a French knot. If you don't want to do French knots, a lot of people use beads, and I picked this bead set up cheaply. I don't know if it was the pound shop or just like Home Bargains or somewhere where it's got lots of beads. So what you could do instead is bring it up, have a bead, put your bead on. A lot of people don't like doing French knots, so they bead instead, and then just go back through, but through to the other side, and you'll have a bead instead. That one is too big, I feel, because it's not a lot bigger than the French knots, but if you can find some really small seed beads, you can always use beads instead if you don't want to do French knots. But have a go at French knots, because I really don't think they're too difficult. It's just getting to know how to do them, that's all, and just having a little bit of practice. So if you wanted to, instead of doing it straight onto the design, you could do it on around the edge of your fabric, or if you got some spare Aida, you could do it onto that. But just get used to just wrapping it round and then holding it down with your thumbnail, and just keep control of it. But I think you'll be okay with 6 strands. I don't think it's going to go through to the back. So yeah, have a go, see how you get on, let me know in the comments below, and the next video will be us finishing it in the hoop. So I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Take care, bye for now.